Hello for the 28th Sunday in Ordinary Time, and using the first reading from uh, Book of Kings 5:14 to 17, Luke's Gospel, chapter 17, 11 to 19. Two questions. One is, who did the better job in curing the lepers? Naaman, who was cured by Elisha, or the 10 lepers that Christ met, who were cured by Christ? Did Elisha do a better job than Christ, or Christ Elisha? And then even more important, which one of the lepers are you like? Are you like Naaman? Or are you like the New Testament Jesus, one of the 10 lepers? Which one are you like in your life? Well, I find it interesting because looking at who did the best job, Naaman being cured by Elisha, or Jesus who cured more, 10, where Naaman um, was only one. Which prophet did the better job? But even more important is, which one are you like? The one Elisha cured, or like one of the 10 that Jesus cured? Well, let's just look at what um, Elisha did. I don't know who this was, but as far as Naaman had leprosy, and apparently he was impressed by the preaching of the prophet Naaman, and then he asked, be cured and maybe follow Jesus. And Elisha just said, go down in the Jordan River and just jump in the river and washing yourself 7 times. And so he did. And presto, he had little baby-like skin, or new skin, or healthy skin, and was as happy as a lark. And he comes back and so forth, and he comes back with his thanking Jesus, and he thanks Jesus, and he said that he wants to become, part of it, his life and X, Y, and Z. And Jesus sort of refused it. Oh, and in fact, he even brings his family back and wants them. And if you won't just take care of everybody and so forth, whether you just give me, what was it, two loads of earth, and he's going to be a follower of Jesus and his family where they are. Elisha did a good job, I think, curing one, and then that one reaching out to his whole family. And really, just by taking those loads of local turf to remember what the prophet did, or what God did for him. Hmm. Well, and then there's Jesus. And Jesus comes and he cures 10 lepers. And they want to thank him or give him something or whatever. He said, no, just go back and show yourself to the priests. And they might tell you to give you an offering or whatever, or special prayers or whatever. Just go show yourselves to the priest. They didn't have to jump into the Jordan River, but show yourselves to the priest. And before they even got to see the priest to show themselves to, poof, all 10 were cured. And their skin became normal skin, This isn't too normal skin with this old man's skin, but normal skin, but healthy skin. And lo and behold, 1 out of the 10 comes back and thanks Jesus. 1. Elisha cured, Jesus cured, Who did the better job? Well, maybe Jesus. He cured 10. He only cured one. Elisha's 1 for 1. That guy really wanted to follow the Lord. And he came back, not only just with himself, but with his family. Good job. Good person, Naaman. And then there is the one that Jesus cured of the 10. And he comes back and he shows himself to Jesus. I feel sorry for the one who came back, that one out of the 10. You know what? Because Jesus, well, where are the other 9? Well, he didn't run the other 9 people's lives. He came back and gave deep thanks to Jesus. I think it's an interesting comparison. And so I've been trying to say, well, which one am I like? Am I like Naaman of the Old Testament, who comes back and wants to join Jesus and do the best X, Y, and Z? Am I like only the one out of the 10 that comes back to Jesus Christ? Or am I one like the other 9 who, on their way to show themselves to the priests, they're cured, and they really don't appreciate, it seems like at least, they don't appreciate what Jesus did for them. How true it is, you know. Most of all is, which one am I like? That Jesus cured me in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit of my baptism into him and into the Trinitarian God. And I should be thankful and continue to come back and say, thanks. We try to do that by Eucharist. It's called Thanksgiving. That makes sense, doesn't it? But in the Old Testament where they didn't have that, well, to come back, that one person, to come back and to bring his family and so forth, to follow the way of that prophet Elisha, that makes a heck of a lot of sense too. Pointed question. Which one of the 11 lepers are you like? The one in the Old Testament, the one who came back, or the other 9 who went and lived happily after? We have no idea. And Jesus is sort of disappointed. Well, where are the other 9? Are you like the other 9? You don't show up. Or are you like one of those 2, one in the Old Testament and that one in the time of Jesus Christ in the New Testament? Which one are you like? Ah, very good question. Have a good day.